Tales from Reb Nachman, adapted and illustrated by David Sears. The Turkey Prince. Once upon a time, there lived a prince who decided that he was a turkey. So he took off his clothes and sat under the royal table. There he pecked at bones and crusts of bread and even at people's legs. Sometimes he made turkey sounds so loud, gobble, 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 that everyone had to run out of the room holding their ears. The family doctors from Austria tried to cure him, but they all gave up. His father, the king, he didn't know what to do. All his wealth and power didn't seem to matter anymore. The queen and the princess were also very upset. They were at a loss. At last, a wise man came to town. He wore a long coat and hat, and his high boots were muddy and worn. His beard had been gray for many years, but he still seemed young and strong. "I will cure the prince," he said, "but you must let me do it my way, even if it seems strange." The king agreed. He ordered his servants to do everything the wise man said. The next morning, after breakfast, the wise man took off his clothes, sat under the royal table near the king's son, and he too pecked at crumbs and bones as if he always ate this way. "Who are you?" asked the prince. "What are you doing here?" "Who are you?" asked the wise man. "And what are you doing here?" "I am a turkey," answered the prince. "I am also a turkey," answered the wise man. Then they both continued to crawl across the thick carpet on their hands and knees. They clucked and gobbled and looked for pieces of food. They did this together for many hours and became friends. The next afternoon, after a lunch of cornflakes and dust, the wise man signaled the royal butler to bring 2 shirts. And 2 shirts appeared. The wise man asked the prince, "Do you think turkeys can't wear shirts just like people? We can wear shirts and still be like turkeys." And they both put on shirts. A day later, the wise man signaled again, and the butler brought out 2 pairs of pants. As before, the wise man asked, "Do you think turkeys can't wear pants just like people? We can wear pants and still be turkeys." The wise plan worked well. The man and the prince both put on pants, just like people. In a few days, he and the prince were dressed like everyone else in the palace, but they still crawled around and pecked at the crumbs. Now it was time for the second part of the plan. The wise man signaled again, and the servants brought out platters of meat and potatoes, and chicken and salads and fruit and bread. And for dessert, they brought out donuts. "Do you think turkeys can't eat good food just like people?" asked the wise man. "We can eat everything people eat, everything they eat, and still be turkeys." So they sat down under the table, but they ate the same food like everybody else. Yummy food. Finally, the wise man asked, "Do you think that turkeys can't sit at the table just like people? We can sit at the table just like people and still be turkeys." For many days, the wise man continued talking to the king's son in this way. Then finally, the prince woke up one morning and realized that he was not a turkey after all. And the king was happy. And the son was happy. And the wise man was happy too, because they had cured the prince. Deep down inside, we all want to do and be good people and live a holy, Halic life. But sometimes we think we're so far from Hashem that we're like the turkeys under the table, pecking at crumbs. That's why Hashem put tzaddikim in this world. They can help us see that we are really Hashem's children. Then we are able to sit at his royal table and taste the sweetness of his Torah. And that's where we really belong.